The mansion was quiet, too quiet for a house that big. Ethan Miller, a young single dad and powerful CEO, stepped through the front door, his tie loosened and his shoulders heavy with the weight of the world. Business meetings, investors, endless responsibilities. It was exhausting, but what hurt most was that despite his success, his home often felt lonely, except tonight. He looked toward the kitchen and saw Maria, their maid, humming softly while cleaning. His daughter Lily sat at the table drawing with crayons, her small face lighting up as soon as she saw him. "Daddy," she squealed, running into his arms. Ethan's tired eyes softened. Lily was his reason for pushing forward every single day. Maria smiled warmly. "You're home late again, Mr. Miller. Dinner's still warm, I kept it ready." He nodded, almost distracted. He had been holding something inside for days, and tonight he couldn't keep it anymore. After tucking Lily into bed, Ethan walked back to the living room. Maria was gathering toys from the floor when he spoke. "Maria, I need your help, something unusual." She straightened, worried by the seriousness in his tone. "Of course, sir. What is it?" He hesitated, then said the words that left her stunned. "I need you to pretend to be my girlfriend, just for one evening." Maria blinked. "Excuse me." Ethan sighed, running a hand through his hair. "My ex is back in town. She's attending the charity gala tomorrow night. I can't let her think I'm desperate or that I can't move on. I need someone by my side, someone genuine, and Maria, you're the only person I trust." Her heart raced. She was just a maid, pretend to be the girlfriend of one of the city's most powerful men. It sounded absurd. "I'm not sure I could ever." She stammered. At that moment, Lily's small voice floated from the hallway. "Maria, you'd be perfect. You already take care of us. Daddy smiles more when you're here." Maria's throat tightened. How could she say no after that? The next day felt like a dream. Ethan's assistant arranged everything. A dress, shoes, even a stylist to help Maria prepare. Maria had never been treated like this before. As the makeup brush touched her skin and her simple hair was transformed into soft waves, she barely recognized herself in the mirror. By evening, when she stepped out in the elegant navy gown, Ethan froze. For a moment, the confident CEO seemed speechless. "Maria, you look incredible," he said softly. She blushed, trying to laugh it off. "I just hope I don't embarrass you tonight." "You could never," he replied, offering his arm. At the gala, all eyes turned toward them. The room glittered with chandeliers, wealthy donors, and flashing cameras. Maria felt out of place, but Ethan never let go of her hand. Then she saw her, Ethan's ex, Vanessa, a stunning woman with a cold, calculating smile. She approached with her glass of champagne. "Well, Ethan," Vanessa said, her eyes scanning Maria with disdain, "you've upgraded to your maid." Maria's face flushed red, but before she could speak, Ethan's voice cut through the air, firm and protective. "Vanessa, this is Maria. She's not just a maid. She's far more important than you'll ever understand." The words stunned Maria, and in that moment, something shifted. She wasn't just pretending anymore. She felt like she belonged by his side. The night unfolded like a fairy tale she never imagined for herself. Maria laughed with Ethan's business partners, telling stories with her natural warmth. She wasn't polished or rehearsed, but that's what made people love her. Later, during the slow dance, Ethan held her close. The world blurred around them. "You're handling this like you were born for it." He whispered. She smiled shyly. "I'm just trying not to step on your shoes." But Ethan wasn't joking. For the first time in years, he felt light. He wasn't putting on a show. Being with Maria felt real. Vanessa, however, wasn't ready to let go. She cornered Maria near the restroom. "You'll never be more than the help." Vanessa sneered. "When this little act is over, Ethan will forget you." Maria's chest ached at the words, but she lifted her chin. "Maybe, but I'll never forget the family I've been lucky to care for. That's more than anything you ever gave him." Vanessa's smile faltered. She hadn't expected Maria to have such quiet strength. Back at the table, Ethan noticed Maria's shaken expression. Without hesitation, he reached across and took her hand in front of everyone. Maria looked at him, and for the first time she saw it. The way he looked at her was no act. After the gala, silence filled the car ride home. Maria stared out the window, her mind tangled with confusion. Back inside the house, Lily was already asleep. Maria moved to her room, ready to retreat, but Ethan followed. "Maria," he said gently, "talk to me. What's wrong?" Her eyes welled up. "This isn't my world, Ethan. I don't belong here. Tonight was just pretending. You deserve someone who can stand beside you without people laughing behind your back. I'm just a maid." Her voice broke. and Lily deserves a mother better than me. At that moment, Lily stirred and came into the room, rubbing her eyes. She hugged Maria tightly and whispered, "I wish you were my mommy." Maria broke down, covering her mouth to hold back the sob. Ethan stepped closer, his voice filled with emotion. "Maria, don't you see, you've already been more of a mother to Lily than anyone else ever has. You've given us more than money or status could ever buy. You've given us love. You're not just the maid, you're the heart of this home, and you're the woman I've been blind to all along." His confession left her speechless, tears streaming down her cheeks. The next morning, Ethan stood by the kitchen counter, nervous for once in his life. Maria walked in quietly, unsure if what happened last night had changed everything. Ethan turned, holding a small velvet box. "This time, I'm not asking you to pretend," he said, opening it to reveal a simple ring. "Maria, will you be my partner, for me, for Lily, for our family?" Her hands trembled as tears filled her eyes. "Yes," she whispered, 1,000 times yes. Lily clapped her hands, giggling with joy as she shouted, "I finally have a mommy." At that moment, Ethan pulled Maria and Lily into his arms. For the first time in years, the house didn't feel empty. It felt like home, and as for Vanessa, she walked away defeated, realizing she could never compete with real love. Ethan thought he needed Maria only to save his pride, but what he discovered was far greater. Behind her simple smile and quiet strength, she carried the love and warmth his heart had been missing for years. Maria never saw herself as worthy, yet she became the anchor of his home, the mother Lily longed for, and the partner Ethan never expected to find. In the end, it wasn't money, power, or status that healed their broken family. It was kindness, humility, and the courage to love beyond boundaries. Their story is a reminder that sometimes the people we overlook are the ones who change our lives forever.